Greetings, empowered individuals. Life is really good, life is really great, and we are winning. Yes, empowered individuals, we are winning because I'm sure you saw on the news recently about the U.S. diplomats in Cuba who got attacked by a sonic weapon. Yes, they, the U.S. government is not denying that these U.S. Diplomats in Cuba got attacked with a sonic weapon, the same sonic weapon that Aaron Alexis was talking about, the same sonic weapon that Myron Mays was talking about, the same sonic weapon that Gavin Long was talking about, and the same sonic weapon that I think Ruben Santiago, if that's his name, said when he came to the FBI office, he told them that the CIA was putting words in his head with this sonic weapon. So, yes, that same sonic weapon that the U.S. diplomats in Cuba got attacked with, that's the same sonic weapon that targeted individuals or empowered individuals get attacked with. And your U.S. government is not denying it. So, if they're not going to deny it for the U.S. diplomats who have brain damage as a result of this sonic attack on them, they have brain damage and hearing loss. And the same thing applies to targeted individuals. Some of y'all have physical damages to your body and nervous system as a result of the gang stalking attack and the directed energy weapons. So now your government is not denying this. You see, so gang stalking is slowly revealing itself. So the gang stalkers are losing. Empowered individuals, I repeat to you again, the gang stalkers are losing. So to all those people who said gang stalking is not going to be stopped, no, it is going to be stopped. It is slowly revealing itself, as you can see in the news. I'm going to explain furthermore. Yes, empowered individuals, we are winning. The gang stalkers are losing. The higher-ranking gang stalkers who work for the government agencies and these private corporations who get contracted by these government agencies, they are losing. Do not feel sorry for them. We're close to the win. They will be brought to justice, so do not feel sorry for them. They need to be brought to justice. Let me explain furthermore. Now, based on the report on the U.S. diplomats that were in Cuba, 10 of these U.S. diplomats received brain damage and hearing loss and some severe damage to their nervous system. Remember, these are 10 different people who are stationed in Cuba who received damage to their body as a result of this sonic weapon, which to a lot of empowered individuals, we call them directed energy weapons, or V2K, synthetic telepathy, and all that stuff. So now these are 10 different people. So 10 different people have 10 different body types, but they're all complaining about the same health problems. The same way empowered individuals or targeted individuals are complaining about the same health problems. Because you got to think about it. There are targeted individuals all over America and all over the world that are complaining about the same symptoms of the gang stalking attack, but we get written off as being delusional or being paranoid schizophrenics, which is a false diagnosis. This is being done with technology. As you can see in the news, the government, your U.S. government, did not deny that this is an attack with a device, a sonic device, which is a directed energy weapon. They have a weapon called an LRAD and an active denial system, and they also have a weapon called a long-range acoustic device. And this sound weapon can cause nausea, pain, headaches, and in the long term, it can cause damage to the nervous system. Now, you have targeted individuals or empowered individuals who complain about this for 10 years straight. So just imagine how much damage is being done to their body, but they're not receiving any form of compensation or legal compensation. Now, your U.S. government is denying the fact, like they're acting like they don't know who's behind this attack. In my opinion, it is most likely that it's the U.S. government who are behind this attack. Yes, your own U.S. government will do harm to its own people to get its agenda done. Most likely, they might blame it on the Russians. It could be the Russians, but here's the thing about it though. They want a reason to go to war. They want a reason to go to war with Russia, or they want a reason to bring military troops into Cuba to start a war. So your government is not afraid to hurt its own people in order to get its agenda across. And that's the same thing they're doing to empowered individuals. They're trying to constantly agitate us, harass us, and make us angry 24/7. So in turn, we will lash out and get angry, and then they could set us up for entrapment or a false flag. So that's why I'm actually glad to see this on the news. I'm not saying I don't want this to happen to anybody. No, I'm not saying what happened to these 10 innocent people is good. The only thing I appreciate is that the fact that the news put this on the news. They said sonic attack, and they're not denying the fact that a sonic device is being used. The same sonic device that Aaron Alexis was talking about. So I want to know if another news reporter brings up, well, what about that Aaron Alexis guy? Remember, he was talking about directed energy weapons. You see that? So I hope they bring that up. Also, empowered individuals, I want you to use this to your advantage when explaining the gang stalking phenomena or directed energy weapons. So if someone tried to tell you that gang stalking is not real, gang stalking is fake, what you can do is show the article about the U.S. diplomats being attacked in Cuba with sonic weapons or directed energy weapons. So please use that to your advantage when explaining the gang stalking phenomena. And also, to explain the gang stalking phenomena and the street theater phenomena, what you can do, empowered individual, is use the Charlottesville protest to explain gang stalking and street theater. Yes, there's an article that came out that people or actors were being paid $50 an hour to fake protest. So a lot of these protests you see on the news, they're actually fake protesters. Yes, a large percent of the crowd are people who are being paid like $50 an hour or $100 an hour to fake protest. Yes, there might be a small amount of real people in the crowd, but the rest are being paid. So when you try to explain street theater or a group of people following you, you could just say the same way they pay fake protesters $50 an hour to fake protest, they're paying people like $50 an hour to follow you. So that's how you explain the gang stalking attack and the people following you and the street harassment from the gang stalking attack. You could say that they're paying people to follow you and harass you, just the same way they paid the Charlottesville protesters to fake protest and cause trouble. So a lot of stuff on the news is fake, and there are a lot of people being paid to act like they're real people on the scene, and they probably sign disclosure information, or they sign waivers or secret contracts so they won't reveal the secrets. Yes, the real world is revealing itself to you. Empowered individuals, we are winning. Gang stalkers, you are losing, and you know it. You're revealing yourself. Soon, regular, mundane people who do not know what gang stalking is, they would surely and slowly find out what gang stalking is. And that attack on the U.S. Embassy in Cuba is going to help. I'm sorry for those 10 innocent people who got attacked with those directed energy weapons, but at the same time, now your government cannot deny gang stalking. They cannot deny directed energy weapons when targeted individuals complain about it. Also, empowered individuals, please do not give up the fight. Live your life. Life is beautiful. As you can see, the gang stalkers, they're revealing themselves, and they're revealing themselves in a way that can be explained with science. See, these were all technology devices. I know a lot of empowered individuals, they believe this is coming from demons or aliens. No, this is technology. This is technology doing this. So, and another thing for empowered individuals, if you filed a legal case, you could actually try to reopen your legal case based on this evidence. If you want to, and if you have the money. If you don't want to, and if you don't have the money, then don't do it. But at the same time, here's one thing. If you're going to actually sit with a politician or a scientist or a judge to explain the gang stalking phenomena, only talk to them about the gang stalking phenomena on a level they could understand. Like, say if you're in the courtroom trying to sue because of the gang stalking, the proper term for gang stalking in a legal term is surveillance and harassment. Again, I'm going to repeat that again. The proper legal term for gang stalking is illegal surveillance and harassment. And you could also sue for other damages, but do not put gang stalking on a legal document. And if you do not have the money to do so, then don't do it. Or if you don't want to, then don't do it. And also, if you're going to talk to a judge about the gang stalking attack, do not talk about the aliens and the demons, because that has nothing to do. That has nothing to do with the courtroom. Aliens and demons, that's like on the spiritual realm and stuff like that. But if you're in a courtroom, only talk about gang stalking in a legal sense. Same thing if you sit with a politician or a state senator who wants to hear about what you got to say about the gang stalking attack, only talk to him about the gang stalking attack in a legal or political sense. Do not mention the aliens and the demons. So please keep that a note, empowered individuals. Stay strong. We're winning. Also, with the attack on the U.S. diplomats in Cuba, the psychological community, yes, the psychiatrists, they have to take into consideration now that directed energy weapons can be used to cause brain damage. And with brain damage comes change or alterations to one's behavior. Because if you damage certain parts of the physical brain which control behavior, then that would change someone's behavior. And if that part of the brain was attacked with directed energy weapons, then the psychological community will have to acknowledge that these directed energy weapons exist and they can alter or damage a person's brain to the point where their behavior will be altered. So now the psychological community, they can't write people off as being schizophrenic or delusional now, because they have evidence now from your U.S. government who are not denying this sonic attack. So now the psychological community might have to change their manuals and stuff like that. And a lot of people who claim they were targeted individuals or attacked the same way that the diplomats in Cuba were, they might have to reconsider or take off that diagnosis as paranoid, schizophrenic, or delusional. So now the psychological community have to reconsider. Now, I'm not saying real psychological illnesses don't exist. They do. But here's the thing about it, though. With gang stalking, the gang stalkers, they attack you, and it might appear to someone that you might look like you're psychologically paranoid, but you're not. It's because you're being attacked in a covert way. And then at the same time, some empowered individuals can be attacked with the gang stalking attack so severely that they actually acquire an psychological illness that's been artificially induced due to the gang stalking attack. Yes, those directed energy weapons can actually alter someone's brain activity, and then when those directed energy weapons are removed from the person's brain, they actually act normal. So now the psychological community has to acknowledge that these directed energy weapons can cause damage to someone's brain and their behavior. So they can't deny it no more. And there's a lot of people who they probably misdiagnose that they gotta now reconsider and remove that fake diagnosis. Empowered individuals, we are winning. Also, empowered individuals, now some of our family members or friends or close associates who did not believe us, they're probably watching that news article about the U.S. diplomats being attacked in Cuba with sonic weapons. So now they're probably thinking like, hey, I remember our friend, our family member, or our associate John, he was talking about how he was being attacked with some sort of sound weapon. So now they might reconsider and say, probably John isn't lying no more. This directed energy weapon or this gang stalking thing might be real. So now, if your family members or your friends are watching that news article about the sonic attacks to the U.S. diplomats in Cuba, now they're probably reconsidering or thinking, hey, this person who claimed he was gang stalking, he was not lying. And I'm sure Aaron Alexis family, Myron May's family, Gavin Long family, and Jively Wong's family, and the guy who allegedly shot up the Fort Lauderdale airport family, they're probably thinking, well, they weren't lying. There's probably some truth to what they say now, because now they see this article on the news about the sonic attacks in Cuba. And also, with that, your American government, if they're admitting that some third party attack the U.S. diplomats in Cuba, then they also got to admit that they're attacking their own American citizens with the gang stalking attack. And they're also using their government agencies to use directed energy weapons on American citizens. And this doesn't just apply to America, because there are people in the UK, out in London, being attacked with directed energy weapons. There are empowered individuals in Australia, and these are mostly in NATO countries, like countries where there's Western civilization. So if your American government is getting mad that these U.S. diplomats are getting attacked in Cuba, then I'm sure they have to admit that, hey, we're doing this to our own American civilians on American soil. We're attacking them the same way too. So, hey, if you're going to admit directed energy weapons exist and they can be used on innocent people, then you, yes, United States of America, the government, you're attacking your own American citizens with directed energy weapons on American soil. So you're going to have to admit that too. So the government, the U.S. government, wants to get mad when someone else does it to their people, but when the U.S. government does the gang stalking attack and directed energy attack on their own people, they want to keep that covert. They want to keep that silent, but they're going to expose their own selves. Basically, the U.S. government is going to trip on their own feet and reveal gang stalking. Yes, they will. Also, if you want to contact me, my contact information and rules on how to contact me are on the videos titled Gang Stalking Targeted in America, Just the Facts, Part 1, Part 2, or Part 3. Again, if you want to contact me by email, the rules on how to contact me and my email address are on the videos titled Gang Stalking Targeted in America, Just the Facts, Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3. And the channel, my YouTube channel, is Gang Stalking Manual Official. That's where you can find those videos. Again, my channel on YouTube is called Gang Stalking Manual Official. Now, before I close off, empowered individuals, we are winning. We are winning, you see? Gang stalking is slowly revealing themselves. Gang stalking is becoming naked and powerless. Yes, the gang stalking attack and those high-ranking pieces of garbage who work in the corporations or in the government agencies who conduct the gang stalking attack, you have no power. You have been stripped of your own power. Yes, you stripped yourself of your own power. You are naked. You are shriveled. You are scared. You are weak. You have no power, gang stalkers. The managers, the coordinators, the people who fund the money, who control that, the people who give the orders to the low-level street garbage, all of you have been stripped naked of your power. You see? Y'all thought y'all was winning, but now y'all losing. You have no power. Empowered individuals, we are powerful. You are slowly revealing yourselves. Now, gang stalkers, you are slowly destroying yourselves. Us empowered individuals, we don't have to do nothing to destroy you. You see, you revealed yourself. You are naked. You have no power. We have the power, empowered individuals. The American people, when they have the proper information, they are powerful. Now it's revealing themselves. Now, before I close off, empowered individuals, please enjoy your life. Live good. Live good. Live your life. Stop hiding in a dark corner in your house. If you still do that, enjoy life. Go outside. Get some fresh air. Live life. Life is beautiful. Eat healthy. Take care of yourself. You are not defeated. Don't let these gang stalkers trick you into thinking that you are defeated or it's over. No, your life is beautiful. You're going to enjoy life. You're going to live it. Please do so. The gang stalkers are losing. You see it for yourself. This is the gang stalkers' last attempt in order to feel powerful. They're losing. Empowered individuals, we are winning. Soon the regular everyday American people, yes, the everyday regular American people, they will see gang stalking is real and we were not lying. The same way MK Ultra and COINTELPRO was revealed by the church committee. We're winning, empowered individuals. Anyway, this is Gang Stalking Manual Official. Live your life. I love you. You are loved. And enjoy your life to the fullest. Life is a gift. So please, empowered individuals, live your life. Enjoy it. I love you. Remember, you are loved.